Amazon KDP. They're ubiquitous in the world of self-publishing, but that doesn't mean they come without issues and fair criticism from authors and self-publishers. Let's deep dive into some brutally honest Trustpilot reviews that reveal the real experiences of using the most popular self-publishing platform today. From KDP's print-on-demand services to its other self-publishing features, discover if KDP is worth it as we explore unfiltered insights and the truth about Amazon KDP. I lost access to my account and royalties immediately after blocking scammers who were contacting me by phone and email, either a very complex scamming operation or just have no respect whatsoever for authors. Immediately after I blocked people I had become sure were scammers, I lost access to my account and royalties with no clear explanation why. I was also completely blocked from using Amazon as a customer. And we're coming in hot with a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. Look, folks, you could probably block everybody that you want to on social media and by email, but probably the part that you're going to want to pay the closest attention to is your email that you have signed up through Amazon KDP. So if for some reason you see something suspicious with an email, double check where it is coming from, and it's going to have an Amazon address of some sort, an Amazon.com. It could probably be something related to kdp.amazon.com. Either way, you're going to be finding something pertaining to that, and make sure that it's not misspelled or it's being spoofed in any capacity. I'm going to say on this one, this is probably completely unrelated, that account was shut down and this person was blocking people. That, unfortunately, I'm just going to say conspiracy theory. I don't even need to debunk that. It just makes no sense. Just received the first copy of my book, Parenting Guidelines. After being told that proofreading of my manuscript would be part of my publishing investment, I found that my proofreading process was not implemented. Not only will this be a negative on my professionalism, but the lack of professionalism will be heavy on Amazon KDP. Spoke to an Amazon representative who told me that proofreading was not part of the deal. After agreeing to book size of 6x9 cover, the book is actually 8.5 by 11 inches. Such as agitating matter with Amazon KDP. Can I possibly get some assistance in correcting my publication? Awaiting your reply, Johnny Medrano. Okay, so the very first thing is, there is no communication whatsoever on Amazon KDP anywhere that they're going to be doing proofreading for you. If someone told you that wasn't part of Amazon KDP, maybe a YouTuber, it could be a friend, maybe it's a family member, or maybe you just assumed. Proofreading is a service that's going to cost, and KDP does not provide that. And they have never provided that, nor have they told you that they're going to provide that. If you've got receipts, snap a picture and share it to me, but Amazon KDP doesn't do proofreading. They don't do editing. You just have to come with the manuscript, whether it has typos or grammar errors or syntax issues or lack of proofreading. That's not their call. They just distribute and publish your book. It's up to you to make sure that your manuscript is dialed in just right before you upload it. Maybe, just maybe, I've actually done a little bit more investigating on Trustpilot and some of these low reviews. It could be that this person got in touch with the scammer and they thought that this was part of the deal. Maybe they paid for that service and it wasn't delivered. That could possibly be the specific situation we're dealing with here. If you are running into an issue that someone ever approaches you from Amazon KDP out of the blue, they don't have the proper email or credentials to back up who they are, and they ask for money, that's the biggest thing. If they ask for money, that is not Amazon KDP. Amazon KDP is not going to come ask you for money. That's just not how they work. Am a new beginning learning on this oil and gas business. Well, this 1-star review is tremendous. I tell you, we should definitely get this person a banana sticker for at least, a participation, a recognition, if you will. I honestly, how did you land on Trustpilot to post this with, there's no context? This 1-star review, it's mind-boggling. What are you doing with your life? My guy, get off of Trustpilot because I don't trust you to leave reviews. What a waste of time. I've honestly never known such a poorly run company. I wouldn't have bothered even setting up if I'd read these reviews. I'd only had my account a few days and I'd uploaded a coloring book featuring my own artwork. Within 24 hours, my account got shut down, and it's taken almost a month to get a reply which says I was trying to, quote unquote, manipulate Kindle services, and that's all they'll say. Absolutely bonkers. I've never known anything like it. Creators be warned, don't even bother with Amazon KDP. It's a useless time sink. This is one I'm not going to push back on. Chances are very likely this person had one of these situations. I've mentioned this on this channel before, that for whatever reason, Amazon KDP comes in and shuts down an account and says, well, you've manipulated services or you've gone against the guidelines and you're doing business as usual. You're not doing anything that would be perceived as wrong. So it's tough. The only way that KDP, and I've even reached out to the team about this one, the only way for you to communicate with them is through the email notification that you get that your account has been terminated. And even then, sometimes they shut you down. They need a better arbitration process, to be honest with you. I understand they may have caught us on something, but in some instances, we may not know what it is. We may not understand it. Maybe we could probably work on a better philosophy and mindset on KDP, such as innocent until proven guilty. Because in a lot of instances, it's guilty till proven innocent, and they shoot first, ask questions second. And sometimes it's not even asking questions because they just cut off all ties. My heart goes out to some of you that have been losing your accounts and you don't know why. That's just the worst. Complete scam and then some. I knew it from the start when they asked me to pay before signing any documents. I luckily did not tell or give them anything. The fact they would egg me on so hard about the costs and going ahead to pay and completely skim on whatever services they potentially offered was another large red flag. Avoid at all costs. Why? You should not be paying any money to KDP unless it's ordering proof copies or author copies. If they're charging you for something else, all right, there's something wrong. That's probably not Amazon KDP. They do not do that. And they're not going to pressure you into buying any extra proofs. That's just not their deal. That's not their bag. Yes, that's a red flag. You want to know what the red flag is? That you're probably not working with Amazon KDP. That's the red flag. I'm going to give this 1-star review a 1 star. Terrible out-of-date review teams. Although they make it easy to self-publish, they completely stifle creativity and design with having too many rules for what's allowed and not allowed as far as fonts, titles, and typeset design. I was told my design, which was an integral part of my story, was not approved by their review team. All it was a matrix of numbers on the first page. I had to publish a version that was totally not the vision just because they didn't approve in the final hour. Okay, so this one's a 2-star review, and I can kind of understand probably where they're coming from. Unfortunately, expectations are probably up here when you need to bring them on down here. There's instances where you're using some different typesets or fonts and things like that. If it's on ebook, that is going to be changed no matter what. For ebooks, typically when a customer gets that, it is what they're getting, a reflowable content where they can kind of change the font, they can change the size. It really it's flexible. Now, if you want to lock in those type of elements, you're going to need to actually lock it in as a PDF and then export it as an EPUB. You can do that through the Kindle Kids Book Creator, I think still. What it does is it locks in that PDF so none of the elements move whatsoever. So that's just for ebook. Now, when it comes to print book, this is 100% up to you. If you want specific fonts to be used or typesets, you're going to need to make sure that you're embedding that into your PDF. This is where a good interior formatter, a professional who's used to this type of thing, that you're going to want to hand that off. I understand doing it yourself is going to save you a lot of money, but is it saving you the heartache? Because the way I see it here is it looks like this is a you problem. KDP is the worst publisher on earth. Because Amazon is a behemoth, they don't care about the customer experience. The only positive thing I can see is that they do call you back within 5 to 10 minutes when you request a call during business hours. You never get one person dedicated to your case. Every single time you ask for help, someone different answers. I can order the same book and it will come sometimes with glossy paper and sometimes with matte. They'll tell you glossy paper doesn't exist, but my book has come in glossy paper multiple times. They just don't allow you to select it. If I order 10 copies of my children's book, half will be good. The other half will have inconsistent white borders at the bottoms or sides. I go through the same exact issue every month and it's never resolved. I can't tell you how many times I've sent pictures and order IDs. It just happens again the following month. If you are a children's book author, please do yourself a favor and avoid Amazon KDP. I think this one's going to be user expectations versus the reality here. Print on demand is a very interesting business in that a lot of the companies like Amazon KDP actually hire out to third-party companies that will be doing the printing and fulfilling for them. So that means that the print quality is going to vary from one region to the next. And there could be a chance that you are ordering some books that were printed in one region and another one that was printed in another region. Now, there's no such thing as glossy paper. There's actually a thicker stock paper that has almost like a semi-gloss to it. That's through the premium full color options. The other options, I think it's like a 55-pound stock paper, and whether you're putting full color on that or just black and white, that's going to be absolutely no gloss. So that's probably what you're thinking of, and maybe that paper quality is slightly deviating from one print region to the next one. And it's just one of those cases that I totally get it. I understand that when you're seeing like white borders and bad cuts, that right there is not a good look. But unfortunately, the print-on-demand business for self-publishing books is still relatively new. I mean, it's in its teens at this point. Yeah, there was some print-on-demand in years past, but the modern day of self-publishing really, I tell you, it hasn't gotten to that point where every single printer is going to be able to deliver the same great quality that you expect from one to the next. It's just kind of horseshoes and hand grenades at this point. If you want to get consistent quality every single time, you're probably going to need to see about doing some offset publishing. And that means you're going to need to pull out some money out of your pocket. Now, you could always crowdsource something, say through Kickstarter or Indiegogo, but either way, if you've got those high expectations, then yeah, walk away from Amazon KDP. You're going to need to look into some offset printing options, and that way you can get the book that you are looking for. If you want to access the unedited version of this video plus dozens of other exclusive videos, join my channel memberships. Visit dalelinks.com/membership for more details or click the join button directly below this video. Check out this next video where I talk about the crazy things Amazon KDP terminates your account for. I'll see you there.